At sa ating scripture reading for this afternoon, magtungo po kayo sa Daniel chapter 4. At ang babasahin natin ay from verse 28 hanggang verse 36 nitong verse 37 nitong Daniel chapter 4. Kung nandun na po kayo, simulan natin ang pagbasa. Verse 28 of Daniel chapter 4. All this came upon King Nebuchadnezzar. At the end of the 12 months, he was walking about the royal palace of Babylon. The king spoke, saying, Is not this great Babylon that I have built for a royal dwelling by my mighty power, for the honor of my majesty? While the word was still in the king's mouth, a voice fell from heaven. King Nebuchadnezzar, to you it is spoken, the kingdom has departed from you, and they shall drive you from men, and your dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. They shall make you eat grass like oxen, and 7 times shall pass over you, until you know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men, and gives it to whomever he chooses. That very hour the word was fulfilled concerning Nebuchadnezzar. He was driven from men and ate grass like oxen. His body was wet with dew of heaven till his hair had grown like eagle's feathers, and his nails like bird's claws. Verse 34. And at the end of the time, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted my eyes to heaven, and my understanding returned to me. And I blessed the Most High and praised and honored him who lives forever. For his dominion is an everlasting dominion. His kingdom is from generation to generation. All the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing. He does according to his will in the army of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth. No one can restrain his hand or say to him, What have you done? At the same time, my reason returned to me, and for the glory of my kingdom, my honor and splendor returned to me. My counselors and nobles resorted to me. I was restored to my kingdom, and excellent majesty was added to me. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, all of whose works are truth, and his ways justice. And those who walk in pride, he is able to put down. Nagkaya na nababanggit ko parati sa Daniel chapter 4, yung conversion testimony ni Nebuchadnezzar ay nagpapakita ng 3 bagay na common sa mga totoong conversion experience. Una, yung pangangailangan, the need, the spiritual need. Pangalawa is the divine intervention. At pangatlo, the profession of faith. Now, tatalakayin natin ngayon yung patungkol sa huling bagay na common sa conversion, that is the profession of faith. Now, ano yung profession of faith? Yung paghayag ng pananampalataya sa Diyos. Now, sa Daniel chapter 4, ang pinakahuli natin mababasa ang patungkol kay King Nebuchadnezzar. Hindi na siya nabanggit sa the rest of the book. Hindi natin alam kung kailan nangyari ang kanyang pagbabalik loob sa Diyos, yung kanyang conversion experience. Ngunit marahil lang, ito ay nangyari sa huling bahagi ng kanyang buhay. Hindi na isulat sa scripture ang mga detalye ng pagbabago sa kanyang buhay, pero na-record sa scripture ang paghahayag ng kanyang pananampalataya sa Diyos. One of the evidence of saving grace is the ability to comprehend spiritual truth. 1 Corinthians 2, verse 10 to 14. Now, sa Romans 10, verse 9, sinasabi na ang isang condition of salvation is confessing with our mouth that Jesus is Lord. Now, pagkatapos ng humiliation at spiritual awakening ni Nebuchadnezzar, lumabas sa kanyang bibig ang tungkol sa absolute lordship of God of the heavens in verse 34 and 35 at verse 37. Nasabi na ito ni Daniel sa kanya sa chapter 2, pero walang epekto ito dahil matigas pa ang kanyang puso. Bilang isang pagan o pagano at polytheist, meaning maraming kinikilalang Diyos, ay ina-acknowledge din naman niya ang Diyos ni Daniel dahil sa pag-reveal nito ng secrets do sa kanyang dream sa Daniel 2 verse 47, or do sa pangyayari kay Shadrach, Meshach at Abednego na niligtas sila ng Diyos sa fiery furnace, Daniel chapter 3 verse 29. Ang mga polytheists ay nagbibigay din ng papuri kung ang isang Diyos ay nagpapakita ng superiority as compared sa ibang Diyos-Diyosan. Pero iba itong nangyari sa chapter 4. Itong confession sa chapter 4 ay iba because when God changed the heart, the truth took hold and the mouth opened in humble praise and willing submission. Kapag binago ng Diyos ang puso ng isang tao, ang katotohanan ay nananatili sa kanya. At siya ay lumalapit sa Diyos na may pagkumbaba at ang kanyang bibig ay nagpupuri at siya ay taos puso ng nagpapasakop sa kalooban ng kanyang Diyos. Nebuchadnezzar acknowledged the Most High God as the one true and living God, whose sovereign authority both in heaven and on earth is eternal, incontestable, and irresistible, and whose works are always right and just, and that is quite a creed. Malinaw yung doktrina na binanggit niya. Itong conversion ni Nebuchadnezzar ay nagpapakita ng God's sovereign control over men. Ginamit ng Diyos si Nebuchadnezzar at ang kanyang empire bilang instrumento para ma-accomplish niya ang kanyang purpose. Nebuchadnezzar became a key player in a big picture. But on the other hand, God dealt with Nebuchadnezzar as an ordinary sinner who needs the saving grace of God. God took one who was his servant in time and made him his child for all eternity.